Immigration is often celebrated as a new beginning, but for many newcomers, it also brings a silent grief that no one talks about. Life transition expert and grief educator Tania Chomyk works directly with newcomers through a new program that supports underemployed immigrants. And again, she sees a pattern. People show up with determination, but underneath is an unspoken grief. And we'll start there. This unspoken grief, what does that mean? How do you see it?
Right. Okay. So thank you, Rick. So like you said, immigration is often seen as a fresh start. And that's true. But for many, there's this silent grief that's underneath. So in Canada, just last year, 471,000 immigrants were welcomed to Canada, which means thousands of people are leaving behind their home, their family, their culture. And so leaving that behind comes with really big, challenges. So what happens is they come to Canada and there's an expectation that they have to, really come at a fast pace. They've got to create a life here for themselves. So what they've left behind is kind of hidden. No one really talks about it. And they're grieving that past. So I think we need to create a space for us to talk about that, because there's a lot going on there as they're trying to build here. What
are some of the invisible or overlooked losses that newcomers carry with them when they come to Canada or other countries?
Right. So there's many losses that they carry. A big one is credentials. So, doctors and lawyers back in the country where they came from, it's not recognized here in Canada. So it's losing their professional identity, and that's huge.
And it's not because they can't do the work, the certifications are different, right?
Exactly, and then it's kind of proving yourself all over again, and then it's also doing the testing, and you're doing this perhaps not in a language that you're comfortable with, so you almost need to translate in your mind, to English or to French in Montreal to be able to do those exams, and it's very, very difficult. Plus, there's that separation of, leaving their traditions, their culture, and so that, also has a big play. And not being able to express yourself fully. So when you can't speak in the language that you're, the international language here is English, it makes it even that much more difficult. So those things are hidden, and add all those losses together, and the person feels like, who am I?
Right. We got 2 minutes. How can employers, educators, regular citizens, quote unquote, help in this regard?
Yeah, so I think, listening, asking about the stories, asking how you're really doing. Employers, they can create some culturally aware spaces, small things like mentorship, and even, potluck lunches, international potluck lunches. So we connect with people through food and storytelling, and that's how you, create that connection and human experience for them.
We got about a minute. You teach career planning for newcomers. How do you create a space where we can have these conversations?
Right. So what our students do in our class is that I have them create digital images of their vision and their career. And then they present that in the classroom. So everyone gets to hear, what's important to them, where they want to go, what kind of life they want to create here. So there's that support, and it gives them a chance to speak up, because it gives them that confidence in terms of owning what they want to achieve.
That must be a real eye-opener for many in that classroom.
It's a real eye-opener, and honestly, it's a beautiful experience because it motivates them to get up and to share, and so many of them thank me to say that this was such a great experience, and then they all start, supporting each other. Oh, I didn't know you wanted to do this. I didn't know you wanted to go in this space, and so it creates a beautiful community within the community.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for coming in this morning and continuing this conversation. All the links and more information on our website, chch.com/morninglive. Thanks again.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.